once again to the Rolle Effect podcast. My name is Milton.
And I'm Felicia. Welcome, you guys. Welcome back, and welcome to those who are joining us for the first time. We appreciate you guys looking at our videos. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Don't forget to tune in on Sunday at 3 p.m. For an episode called Just Us, Milton and Felicia. And then we have our 100 Days of Believing Bigger devotional that we are in the midst of doing. That comes out every morning at 6 a.m. for 100 days. I think right now we're on day 18. I think it's day 18. So we're getting up there. So tune in for that. It's really good. Some really good messages in there. We just, Milton just did one on Sunday, kind of reiterating some of the messages that was in the book about finding your purpose. And that was pretty good because it's important for you to know your purpose.
Yes.
So that you can do that in this lifetime.
Right.
And it's amazing why reading this book, your purpose is always going to be when it in relation to others.
Some sort of service.
Some sort of service and helping others. Whatever that is you do, whatever skill set it is, it doesn't matter whether it's nurses, lawyers, something is going to be about servicing of others. So if you look deep into that, I think you'll find your purpose and something you're passionate about.
You could already be doing it, but don't know that's your purpose.
Yeah. So that's really good, and it comes out again every morning at 6 a.m.
Yes.
So next week is Christmas.
Whoa.
It is Christmas next week. It's crazy because I'm like, I can't believe it came fast. It came so fast. I'm like, I don't think I'm really prepared for Christmas, but I might as well be because it's here. It's coming. So because of that, I thought it would be fun to do like our favorite holiday moments when we were coming up. What was some of our family traditions or things we did, meals we ate, gifts we got, favorite gifts. What was some of our favorite moments coming up as children? Because, when you get older, Christmas is more for them than about us anymore. But I still remember those moments. So we're going to talk about that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I got some memories as a child that I just stick with me. So I'm good. I'm glad to be talking about that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Our favorite holiday memories. So, I guess we're going to talk about first, what were one of your favorite, did your family gather together for Christmas? Did you have a particular place you went for Christmas? What was your family gathering like before we get into any of the other stuff?
Well, me locally, we used to visit my aunt because that was probably the closest relative in Miami at the time, or she would come over and we'll get together. Outside of that, if we traveled, we went to Georgia and had family gatherings there. It was always good to get with family because my aunts, all of them knew how to cook. So that was just, I'm a foodie. That was just one of the fun memories. I've always looked forward to eating around that time. So yeah, it was a great time dealing with family and getting together. Food was one thing. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Our family, family gatherings was always at my grandma's house. Always at my grandma's house. She's no longer with us, but family gatherings was always at her house. I think we have a pretty nice sized family. It was 5 of them, five, my mom and her 4 siblings. So we all got together, and those was definitely favorite memories of family gatherings because I had all my cousins and brother and just everybody. And I came from a small town, so it's small. So it's country. It's country.
But it was a big family.
But it was a pretty nice sized family, and we loved to come together at Grandma's house because Grandma could throw down in the kitchen.
Yes, it made me feel right at home from where I came from to there. So yes, Grandma
could throw down in the kitchen. So family gathering was always great. Mm-hmm. What was your favorite meals? What was your favorite meal? What kind of meal would they prepare?
Well, my all-time favorite still would be, if you ain't got collard greens, you ain't got a Christmas or Thanksgiving. I'm a big-time potato salad. My mom used to make mac and cheese, cornbread, fried chicken, baked chicken. Sometimes she'll change the greens up and do some cabbage. Oh, man, Jesus Christ. Y'all don't even know. Chocolate cake. Sweet tea. Man, I ain't even, it's still early and I can eat that right now if somebody fix me a plate and know what they doing. That's just how good. Put some hot sauce on there, forget about it. Those are great memories. You can't hardly get that these days no more.
You're so greedy.
No, but that's...
You just talk about food. You act like this is just like let me just map this out to you. He's still like that today. Just want food.
I can't help it when I come from a chef and then my mom cooks Southern cuisine. That definitely would put a smile on my face. I was the only boy, so often she would ask me on the weekend, what do you want to eat for Saturday or Sunday? Mostly Sunday. And at the time, as a child, I'm just thinking, okay, well, I just want this, that, and the other. Had I known what I know now, I've been like, and I'm thankful and grateful that I was asked because I got to choose. I mean,
but that's great.
If it wasn't
because a lot of us didn't get a chance to choose. We had to eat what was put on the table. Yeah, so hey, listen.
I literally got to choose Sunday meals. And I don't think my sisters them even knew.
Well, that's so awesome.
So that's kind of why I'm a foodie.
I think our favorite meals was always like it. Let me just say, because it was Christmas gatherings and stuff like that, it was always good to go over my grandmother's house because my mom, we was like the beef people, so we couldn't have no pork. So we would have beef all the time. So to go over grandma's house, we could get some ham. So that was one of my favorite things. It's like, I can go get some ham and get some stuff, okay? When I was at grandma's house. So I really love family gatherings because I got to eat some stuff that I know my mom was not going to cook at home, based on the fact that we was just a lot of beef and stuff when we was coming up. Well, beef, because we didn't have pork coming up, which, yeah. So that was one of my things was like, I really love those meals, and all the meals was always good. And Grandma banana pudding was always like chef kiss.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Oh my God. I remember my grandmother would make this large pan of banana pudding, and I would sneak in the middle of the night while everybody was sleeping. When that was times when my mom would have to work or something, and I used to, or my brother and I would go over to my grandmother's house, and I would sneak in from the back of the pan and just get some spoon of, oh my God, it was so delicious. And my daughter do a delicious one. Now she got that from my mom. I guess my mom may have got that recipe from her mother, so my daughter has it now. But it's always just, banana pudding has just always been so good. And every time I eat it, it just reminds me of those days. So
I want to add on to that. I forgot my mom made banana pudding.
Yeah.
But it's different from most how people make it. I was privileged and asked, how do you want it? And I would want mine. I like the vanilla wafers all over the top because I don't like it too much inside the banana pudding. So she would put it inside and outside. And I would cut mine and have my crunchy banana pudding on the outside and eat it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whew. I know I could eat a half a pan if I really wanted to, but I didn't.
That's for sure.
But yeah, that was definitely a favorite. And pound cake. Definitely a favorite back then.
Yeah.
Hands down.
So what was your family tradition on Christmas? Or was your family, you got a gift, or you got gifts, or did you guys decorate the tree together? Did y'all do any of that? And if so, when did y'all decorate the tree? Was it way before Christmas? When because I don't recall us having a tradition as far as putting up the tree. And well, we did have a tree, but not all of us just had to gather into a tree because we did a tree at our house.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember. My mom would just get a tree and we just decorate the tree. But did y'all have a tradition like you see on the Christmas shows where y'all have a big party and decorate the tree?
We did not have a big party. And I'm going to have to check back with my older sister, but from my memory, I recall either my father taking the tree out and leaving me putting everything together. Now, probably around 12-ish, he would help do some of it, but I remember putting the little balls on. I remember wrapping it around and having it out some. And I don't know where my sisters and them were. I'm gonna have to ask them because I don't recall them doing anything with the tree.
Always say your sisters didn't do anything.
When work
and I
came,
hope they look at this video because you always say he always saying they did nothing and he did everything.
Well, I don't recall them being around when it came to work.
Well, first of all,
I mean, like I don't know where they was.
Well, let's just put let's give a perspective because your sisters are older than you. Two are 10 years or better,
and one is younger.
Yeah, so the ones that are 10 years older, they probably was, a little more.
Somewhere they wasn't home. But I remember because there's one unique thing I remember about the Christmas tree putting it up is that we had this white bird. And I remember I made sure I put him on there because he would sing different bird voices. And I just love that bird. I'm going to try to find it.
And you know what is so crazy is that he still loved bird noises and bird things. His daddy had something similar to that when we used to go visit. And my grandmother had a bird clock in her house when she was living. And guess who has the bird clock now?
She made sure that I got it, yeah. Definitely.
She made sure that she told my mother, make sure he gets the bird clock. And me and my daughter, the clock, it'll go off and we're like, what is that? And I'm like, oh my goodness, not the bird clock. So you got something with birds.
That white bird, I remember putting it on the Christmas tree, and you'll always think of some sort of bird on that tree. That's just how, that's a tradition. But yeah, I don't remember. I'm going to have to ask them about that part. So, but yeah, we didn't have any tradition. I remember I'm taking it down and putting it up.
We didn't have any traditions either. But so, Christmas time, what was Christmas time like? Like when you woke up to Christmas gift, what did it look like?
Well, the problem with me waking up as a kid, I kept waking up before time. And my older sister, Pam, would be like, she's a security guard. You better go to sleep before Santa put pep in your eyes. And I remember saying, well, he going to have to put pep in my eye because I'm woke and I'm ready to see my gift. But it was about 3 in the morning. And they wasn't hearing trying to get up there early. So typically, I would just I was restless most of the time as a kid, and I would get up, and I was probably the first up, I'm thinking, and it would just be like, come and see what Santa brought you.
Yeah.
And I'll go in there and get my gifts and play throughout the whole morning and the whole day and put my clothes on. But I do remember stockings, and you had some sort of fruit. We always got up in the morning and I got a real keen nose. I can always smell an apple or orange, pecans in my stocking, because my mom was from Georgia, and might have had a banana or something in there,
and peppermint.
And peppermint.
Walnuts.
Right, walnuts. You can always smell that throughout the house.
We would have a bag of those every year. Every year we had a bag of those. Mm-hmm. But like our Christmas, like I remember wanting to go to bed like really early. Like I want to go to bed early so I can just wake up early to see what I had.
I think that's what I did.
Our gifts was like my favorite. I can't even name a favorite Christmas gift because we had gifts. It was two of us, me and my brother. So on Christmas, my mom would split the room in half. So one side would be mine and one side would be my brother's. And we had gifts.
Spoil.
We had gifts. It was all up and down. Like we had gifts. I'm telling you, it was so awesome. It was so amazing. I don't think I've ever not gotten something that I asked for Christmas. Mm-hmm. I pretty much got the things that I asked for, and then I would get just clothes on top of clothes, So I can't even tell you like, this gift that I had was just, all my gifts was amazing. All of them. Every year. Thank you, Mommy.
Well,
because every year was amazing.
Well, yeah. Well, I can count the gifts on one hand that I had.
Oh, wait, I'm not.
And yeah, and probably the clothes too with that. However, as a kid, I did have a couple items that I could think of that I thought was awesome. One of them was a rockin' sockin' robot. Is that right? Remember that?
My brother had one of those.
Yeah, figured that. But anyway, I love that gift, and I remember having a head-to-head football. I think that was one of the first electronic games that you could play head-to-head on. And those were two favorites that I had,
Yeah.
Outside of that, that I could think of, I did have a full uniform of Bob Greasy Miami Dolphin uniform. I'm talking from the cleats all the way to the top of the helmet. That was a good gift. So yeah, outside of that, it was cap guns and rifles, that I had. So yeah, that was my main memory of those kind of things. Dressed as a cowboy.
Well, that's so wonderful that you can count it on one hand. Like 5, this 5.
Yeah, we didn't have exceedingly 20 or 30 gifts where we don't have a favorite.
No. Well, again, it was 2 of us. It was 4 of you guys.
Well, it was 2 of us and 2 older ones.
But even when you was like born, they was just 10.
Well, yeah.
So they still was getting things, and then you had your sister. So it was a household of 4,
Mm-hmm.
My mom had 2. So it was a little bit different. So we was very fortunate, let me just say, to have plenty for Christmas. And that was one of my favorite memories. And for me, it was important for me to do the same thing when my kids was coming up. Like, let's split the room. Because I remember Christmas was the time that you can ask for the things that you can't get during a year. Christmas was that time that, okay, what is Santa gonna bring me? So those times you can write down what you want, and Santa came through. That's just what it was.
Yeah, I remember not having a long list either.
Yeah.
But that's just, I think, the way I came up. I was just grateful to have something and know that the season of giving, and I even back then I understood what the season was all about. It wasn't all about the gifts and stuff.
I'm gonna call on that because as a child, everybody is looking for gifts.
Well, yeah.
We ain't thinking about no
Jesus
season and the season of Christmas and Jesus. Although he is the reason for the season, and we had to go to church.
And I used to hear that.
We had to go to church all the time. We knew who he was. Let me make that very clear. We knew who it was, but I'm not going to sit here and say to you guys that I knew it wasn't about the gifts and it was about the season. No, it wasn't. It was about the gifts. We all know as children, it was about the gifts.
Well, I'll say
Stop playing. When we got older, of course, it's about season. We knew Jesus was the reason for the season. That was instilled forever. But as a kid, show me the gift.
Let me rewind that.
Rewind it.
With what I had, I was happy with as a kid.
I was happy too.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
I feel some hate. Like, I feel hate.
Ain't
You're like hating on here. Like, don't get upset. It's my Christmas memory.
Well, yeah, true.
Stop hating on my Christmas.
No hate here. I was just pointing out it was a difference.
Yes, he is. He's hating. So did you believe in Santa? No.
I think early on, of course I did in the beginning, but probably by the time I got to about 7, 8, there was questions.
Yeah.
Like, we had a fireplace in Miami, Florida, but our fireplace was blocked. So I'm like, how Santa get through here then? Y'all ain't moving that fish tank or this, that, and the other. So it was questions. Ain't nobody opening the door.
Well, I believed until I woke up early one night one Christmas, and they had the door shut to the living room, but it was cracked a little bit, and so I peeped in and I saw them bringing in the gifts, but I didn't say anything. I just went back to bed, and I was like, "Oh, it's not a Santa Claus," and I was like, Okay. So I remember asking the question, is there a Santa Claus? And my mom said, if you stop believing, you stop receiving. So I was like, I'm believing. I'm believing.
How long did you believe?
I didn't believe after that. I didn't believe when I asked her the question.
You just told her that.
I didn't believe when I didn't tell her I didn't believe or anything. That was just one of the statements, but I already had saw them bringing in things. So, and then as you get older, you just start, they just let you know it's them. They start just getting you what you want or asking for at some point, and then at some point you don't get anything. Or you're like, you're done, you're over with.
So Santa exists as long as you're a child.
I think that Santa is your parents. Santa is your parents.
So they should dress like Santa at night.
Yeah.
During those times.
Yeah. Parents are Santa Claus, and that's just one of the things that I think it's just nice to believe in something that's fun and things that are not so serious. I think these are the time of year where kids are just believe in something, and I don't think it's
a way to keep kids happy.
Yeah, take that away, and I don't think you should take it away. But some people tell their kids it's not a Santa Claus, I don't know. But we believed, and I love the gifts. So thank you, Santa Mama. Okay. Thank you. Um, so I guess did y'all? Well, I can't ask about snowy days because y'all didn't have no snow days.
Well, what they used to do sometimes is you want to experience it is they would bring snow in or simulation snow to the Orange Bowl, and you could go there and you could slide and all this kind of stuff there.
Oh.
But outside of that, no, our winters were very mild.
And so you didn't get to stay out of school?
No, we had no winter days and no cold days out. No, absolutely not.
We so sorry. The Southern, we had days.
If it got cold, you better hurry and put your members only on, and by noon you'll be taking it off. Got an hour.
Well, all those times was fun, but I thought this would be a good video to talk about just something fun about Christmas. Christmas is next week, and we only have a couple of more episodes before the year is out, which is quite crazy. Like, it seems like the year went by pretty fast.
Time flies.
So we have actually one that comes out on Christmas Eve, and then we have the one before New Year's. So we're almost wrapping up 2025, but I thought this would be a good video just to have fun and just talk about our favorite moments and memories as children coming up, and what that meant.
Well, let me add on too. So as a teenager, it was a little different because now I started riding bikes, getting skateboards, and I had a lot of great memories from that, and going to the skating ring on Christmas holidays was a big thing in Miami that we did. Enjoyed a lot of that. Getting with your friends, coming out, looking at your bikes, it was some good time. Children actually participated and went outside then.
Well, we went skating every Sunday, so Christmas wasn't.
It was a bonus for us on Christmas.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. We went skating.
We went skating, but
we
I'm
went
saying
skating every
special.
Sunday, but we had to go to church. When we didn't go to church, we couldn't go skating. We couldn't do any of those things, but skating was the thing that we did every Sunday. It was something to look forward to at the end of the week, and after Sunday, after church, my family and friends would get together and go skating every Sunday. So that was good. And then we would go to your favorite place afterwards.
What was that?
Crystals.
Oh Lord. Used to be your favorite.
McDonald's and Crystals used to be our favorite place to go. But yeah, those was favorite. Those was good time. That was a really, really good time.
Yeah, that's when I felt my bike was more like my car.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have, like a moped, a motorcycle.
Well, that was after the regular bicycles and the 10-speed.
Oh yeah.
And look, there was another great gift. Now, first, I had a Free Spirit 20-inch, and then after that, I had a Huffy 10-speed. And with that Huffy 10-speed, I had, remember the earphones, the Walkman. And I thought I was on top of the world riding my 10-speed and had modified my handlebars. Shh, you couldn't tell me nothing. And I had my music bumping. You couldn't tell me nothing. Remember the Walkmans, y'all? Remember how popular those were?
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. I do.
I'm sure she had one.
I don't think I had a Walkman, but I know, I'm pretty sure my brother had that, and we definitely got bikes all the time. So I definitely remember that. But when we got older, like when we turned 15, it was driving time. It was time to.
Yeah, I was on the mopeds then.
We was in the car. We was in the car.
Yeah.
We was riding.
I'm sure.
Why are you hating?
No,
You're
I'm just
such
saying.
a hater. It's not good. It doesn't look good on you. You shouldn't do that.
No hate.
Everybody has different things that they grew up doing and different family dynamics and situations. It was just a little fortunate for us that we was able to get the things that we wanted. And listen, I don't take that for granted because I know that's not everybody's story, but we was very blessed in that area. So I got good Christmas memories. Good Christmas memories.
And it felt good too as a child to put on your new clothes too and go outside.
Oh, what?
And walk that.
What? You get to put on that nice Christmas outfit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Christmas outfit,
Thought
yes.
you was the bomb. Yeah, those was some good times, definitely.
Yeah, those was good old days. Those was the good old days, but now we have to do it with, well, our kids pretty much had the same kind. They, just try to make Christmas happen for them. Now they have to make it happen for their children. So it's always, it's just fun time with family. So if you care to share some of your Christmas memories with us in the comments below. Tell us what was your favorite meal or what was your favorite gifts and what was some of your traditions. Maybe someone can kind of piggyback on that and maybe do that next year. So what was some of those favorite things that you guys did? Leave it in the comments below. But this is going to conclude our favorite Christmas memories 2025.
Woo-hoo.
We hope you consider subscribing to our channel, like, comment, and share.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to join us on Sunday at 3 p.m. for Just Us, Milton and Felicia. And also listen out for our devotional every morning at 6 a.m. And we will see. You got anything else for the people?
Happy holidays if you don't tune in before then. And safe travels for everybody.
Yes. Okay, we will see you back Sunday at 3 p.m. Until then, be blessed.
Be blessed. Peace.